Let's talk about the history of Richer Tone Records.
Richer Tone Records is the first record label based in East Tennessee, so it's historical from that perspective. It's also very important because it's the world's first bluegrass label.
Right.
It was a gentleman, James Hobart Stanton, you mentioned. He's from Johnson City, and he was based here, and he wandered around Appalachia recording first-generation bluegrass musicians, as well as musicians in all the other genres that were present in Appalachia: country, blues, gospel.
Right.
Yeah.
Just there's a myriad of different musical styles that were available then in our region.
In our region, he was interested in all of them, so he would try to document them. Richer Tone Records was a commercial label, so he would sell these on the market. He discovered, I guess you would say, artists such as the Stanley Brothers, the Sauceman Brothers, the Bailey Brothers, Wilma Lee and Stoney Cooper, and others.
Oh my goodness, some important names in the history of music in our region.
That's right.
Let's talk about this box set. You've got one here. Tell us about that.
Well, I've been working on this box set with a team from Europe since about 2017. It took a long time. There are 317 different 78 RPM recordings collected on 12 CDs. So when people buy the box set, they're getting 12 CDs and a hardcover book that tells the full story of Richer Tone Records and James Hobart Stanton's work. Also includes some records released on another label that Stanton operated in Johnson City called Folk Star.
Okay.
And those were non-commercial records. So the commercial bluegrass records, beside the documentary recordings of people who had talent and maybe they couldn't market their music, but he recognized they were important, and he recorded them as well on the Folk Star label. So those are the two labels represented here.
And Tennessee Tourism is putting a historical marker up in his name.
In his name. On Friday afternoon at 1:30, we'll have a special dedication of that marker. And Johnson Cityans and people across Appalachia should be very proud of this pioneer of the recording industry.
Where would that marker be placed?
By the Farmers Market Pavilion.
Just right down the street here.
Right, because that's where he had his shop. It was called the Record Shop back in the late 40s. That's where he operated Richer Tone Records, out of that shop. And he would have these record release parties. The artists would show up, the fans would show up. It was quite a fun celebration on a weekly basis because he was prolific. He was putting out records every week.
Right. Yeah. And let's talk about the Down Home celebration that's going on. Tell us about that.
Right. On Sunday afternoon, starting at 3 p.m., there will be a celebration of the Richer Tone Folk Star legacy, and members of James Hobart Stanton's family will be in attendance, and musicians from across Appalachia will be performing songs from Richer Tone Records and Folk Star's legacy. They'll be covering those songs and interpreting them from a present-day perspective. There'll be some artists that are beloved, some younger artists from the ETSU Bluegrass program, and it will be a time to kind of gather and commemorate this music and this legacy, and it will be the world's launch of this box set.
And the box set, it sounds like this has been a labor of love for you, hasn't
it? It has. I was the co-producer along with Richard Weitze of Germany, who founded the label upon which this is released, Bear Family Records. They're the same label that released the Johnson City Sessions box set a few years ago. So it's a German label that's taken quite an interest in telling the story of Johnson City and the Appalachia in general.
I don't think a lot of people understand the amount of music that was generated right here in Johnson City from the beginning.
Johnson City is one of the country's great music communities. It hasn't always gotten the attention that it deserves for it, but we're trying to change that by drawing attention to Stanton's work, putting up the marker, having the commemorative celebration at the Down Home on Sunday afternoon, and other work that we're doing to bring the story of Johnson City's music legacy to the world.
And you want to encourage everyone, attend the marker ceremony, attend the Down Home concert, come by and check out the box set as well. Just make a weekend of it.
That's right, because people will be part of history when they participate in these events. I mean, history's happening around us with finally bringing these records back from obscurity, and it's a good cause for celebration.
All right. Ted Olson, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Just rich musical history here in Johnson City. The James Hobart Stanton marker unveiling happening this Friday at 1:30 p.m. just down the street here at the Farmers Market Pavilion.